Viewer discretion is advised.
If my energy seems low, that's because I'm very tired. I've been researching more of this FTC bullshit. I'm more tired than a Amsterdam hooker when everyone else is taking the week off. Still, can I say that? Good, it's not child safe. So anyway, while digging around for whatever reasons, because I can't remember why I do half the things I do, to be honest, I came across this. It is a woman who is in love with an airplane. Now, I know what you're thinking. Gundam, maybe you should dress up like an airplane and you'll be more attracted to women. Well, maybe I just might do it.
Die 737-800 ist für mich sehr anziehend und sexy, wenn ich so sagen darf.
Whoa, put the brakes on. Let me read that, because it's in German. The 737-800 is very attractive and sexy to me.
800 ist für mich sehr anziehend und sexy.
Yeah, she is seriously in the grips of ecstasy, kissing on the tip. Stu! Can I say that? Okay, thank you, Stu. It's not child safe, and it's not advertiser friendly.
Wenn ich so sagen darf.
If I may say so.
Die Tragfläche anfasse, kriegst
when I touch its wings, I immediately get sweaty palms and get excited. Jesus Christ.
Oh my.
Why don't women get hot for me like this? There hasn't been a woman who got so excited touching me, her palms started to sweat. I remember one of my last girlfriends, Jenny, she was from Puerto Rico. And I remember I was like, baby, you want to party? And she said, my pussy's drier than a pile of dead leaves. But imagine that in a Spanish accent.
Ich werde total aufgeregt. Jetzt packen wir
We're packing
meine
my
Sachen
stuff
zusammen,
together
denn
now.
Es geht nämlich heute nach
We're on our way to
Stockholm und besuchen
Stockholm
meinen
to
Schatz. Und
visit
ich
my
kann's gar nicht
darling. And I can't wait for my dream to come true. What? Okay, let's move on.
abwarten, dass es jetzt wieder mein Wunsch wahr wird.
The funny thing is this chick got so much exposure from doing this weird video, she started her own YouTube channel. And literally it is her with little tiny airplanes, and you know what she does with them. I can't tell you what she does with them, but you know what she does with them. Still, she jabs them up her...
Hier ist noch mal ein Bild von mir und mit meinem Schatz, wo ich unter seiner Tragfläche streiche.
You might be surprised to learn that 29-year-old Michelle is in a committed relationship with a plane. Not someone plane, but an actual aeroplane.
I'm very confused by this. How could you be in the... How does she know that this is consensual? She could be raping this plane with her eyes. She's a sex offender. And I'm going to see that I could get all of the blue check marks on Twitter to help me stop this mad planeophile.
Objektophilie bedeutet, dass man zu einem leblosen Gegenstand führt.
It's not just any inanimate object that tickles her fancy. She's particularly enamored with a specific model.
Jesus Christ, what is up? You know, is this not a sign that our society is crumbling in this day and age? There was a time when if you were nutty as squirrel you know, people would ignore you. Now, you know, you get nutty, you can go on the internet and find a whole bunch of other nutty people to validate your nuttiness. And then everything just falls to pieces. And before you know it, being normal is actually the weird thing. I hope I die soon because everything just sucks. You can't get a date, but I'll be damned if that 787 isn't stealing all our bitches.
Ich bin die Michelle und ich bin sehr in die Boeing 737-800 verliebt.
What is that? I've been very much in love with him. What is that thing she's holding? What is this? It looks like a stereo system. For 5.5 years. My God. The plane can have a committed relationship longer than I can have. This is triggering me on multiple levels.
I pray for death.
Weil auch von Anatomie einfach am schönsten gebaut ist.
He's the most beautifully built, and he is very attractive. Elegant aircraft. How does she get these parts? How come it's easier for her to get parts from a fucking 737, but me getting vintage parts for my Mustang is like trying to find, I don't know, buried treasure these days, where it's not built in China. You know what I'm saying? When you got old cars, trying to find actually American-made parts for it is like pulling teeth. But I bet this broad's going off into airfields and stealing parts.
Einfach ein super schöner, eleganter Flieger ist.
Unlike regular relationships, Michelle is unable to spend quality time with her heart's desire. So
why is she kissing it? Is that safe? Has she had her tetanus shots? Her nails are so short.
she's found other ways to indulge her affection.
Jetzt habe ich nur ein großes Modell von ihm aus Fiberglas und ein paar echte Bauteile von ihm. Ja, wie kann ich mein Liebe halbwegs ausleben und wir führen eine ganz...
What is she doing with that plane? I know what she's doing with that plane. She's sitting on it and you know she like rides that thing at night. She just hops on it and straddles it. Mine 737. Da, is that right? Dankeschön.
Normale Beziehung, indem wir abends nochmal miteinander Abend ausklingen lassen oder wenn ich mit ihm ins Bett gehe, zusammen kuscheln und dann zusammen gemütlich einschlafen.
Oh my God, does she have man hands if I ever saw them? Now you gotta have man hands when you're stealing parts off of fucking planes, you know? You can't have dainty fingers if like you're sneaking in the airport at night and ripping off pieces of engine wire or something.
Ich habe natürlich auch ein paar echte Bauteile von meinem Schatz und von anderen Flugzeugen. Hier habe ich zum Beispiel ein Bauteil, das ist ein Flapdeck-Fairing von A320.
Michelle first discovered she had a preference for planes during her first flight in the Boeing 737.
What is this? Where does she get all this stuff? What does she do for a living that she could just afford plane parts? Because they can't be cheap. How do you get this? There's no way in hell you go on eBay and find like this fuel injection, which is what it looks like, for like $50.
Ich werde aufgeregt, nur weil ich jetzt in ein Flugzeug steige.
Realizing her affection, Michelle has since been able to fly a number of times on her favorite aeroplane and even got to spend some time one-on-one in an airport hangar.
Habe ich mich das alle Millisekunden mit genossen.
How does she know that the plane identifies as male? The plane could be gender fluid, as far as we know. The plane could be transitioning into something else. You don't know. She's projecting her beliefs and thoughts on the plane.
Bei mir die 737 zum Beispiel die Tragfläche. Die Tragfläche anfassen.
When I touch his wings, I immediately get sweaty palms and get excited. Oh, you naughty girl.
Ich werde total aufgeregt. Hier sieht man ganz...
Here you can see how happy I am, stroking his wings. Oh, Lord. You know, like, she probably draws some sort of fetish porn for planes that's out of this world. And when she draws it, like, when she imagines sex with the plane, how does that work? Does she, like, imagine she's as big as the plane, or does the plane shrink down? And if the plane shrinks down to human size, does the plane, like, all of a sudden move and stuff like it's in a Disney movie? Why not ask these questions? You know, the weird thing is, nobody's asking this broad the real questions.
Fröhlich, wie ich an seine Tragfläche streiche.
But Michelle's relationship is not without its difficulties.
Die Beziehung zu einem Flugzeug ist...
A relationship with a plane is not easy. Holy shit, that's an understatement, considering it's not alive. You also got to realize she's a total freak. She actually has developed pictures that she can hold in her hands, like it's 1990. What the hell is this?
Nicht einfach und auch schwierig, weil man halt nicht an ihm leicht rankommt. Und man kommt nur an ihm ran, wenn ich mit ihm...
I can only get close to him when I fly with him. Where does she fly to? Did they ask her that question? Well, where are you going? Do you like just fly to fly? Does she like get on the plane, right? And then go someplace and then immediately hop back on the plane to go home? How does it work? Does she pick long trips just to be on the plane longer? In her sexual fantasies, does she peg the plane? Is the plane into role play? Is the plane into BDSM? I have so many questions. How sexually vigorous is said plane?
Lucky for Michelle, her longing won't have to wait too much longer.
Jetzt packen wir meine Sachen zusammen, denn es geht nämlich heute nach Stockholm und besuchen meinen Schatz und ich kann es gar nicht abwarten, dass es jetzt wieder mein Wunsch wahr wird.
You know, I used to sit there when I was younger and look at porn, and the German stuff was always crazy. And I'd sit there and go, my God, the German porn is so insane. How could they possibly lose a war? And now I understand why German porn was so crazy. Because maybe Germany's crazy. I mean, this woman is normal, supposedly. Like, she's very... I can't make heads or tails of this shit. This is nutty. It's not even really funny. It's kind of like watching a train wreck. I can't look away. I have so many questions for her. Get out of my face, dog. I'm not a linity. Get out of here. Get off of me. No! Don't climb on my back. You're not a parrot. Wait, if she flies on another plane, is that cheating?
Es darf auch nicht fehlen, ein kleines Teil muss von meinem Schatz dabei sein. Das ist ein kleines Teil von seinem Ringlet. Und damit ich was von ihm habe im Bett, habe ich auch das immer dabei.
Having arrived in Stockholm
She's nervous meeting a plane. I'm nervous getting on a fucking plane.
Airport, the staff are here to escort Michelle to the hangar.
I'm guessing, like, she's going to get to go to the hangar because this television show paid for it. They're like, listen, we got this nutty German girl. She's hot for a plane there. It's a 737. And they're probably like, yes, we know her. She's crazy. We caught her humping one of the wheels. We escort her out. We'll pay you $2,000 each to let us in. They're like, okay.
So we're going to go there, right? And then you'll be able to, meet the plane.
Yeah, he knew it. See, told you they know who she is. They're like, oh, she's back again, except this time she has a film crew.
Is that good? Wonderful. We'll fix that for you, okay? Fine.
I bet that black guy went home to his family like, baby, I had to help this crazy white bitch get hot for a plane today. I swear they don't pay me enough for this shit. I don't know why I'm giving him a very American accent when he lives in Stockholm.
So, ready for action?
Yeah, I am ready. I am excited. I can't wait to begin and to spend with my lover.
Oh my God. And she's not ashamed to say it out loud. You know, remember back in the old days? The guys who were older than like 20. Remember the old days when you went to the porn store and how much shame was involved in that? That you literally had to buy your porn and then put it in a brown paper bag to put it inside of another bag. And then you had to like leave the porn store like you were some sort of villain from a 1930s film where you cover your face with your jacket or something. Now, you were watching normal pornography. This broad is proudly wandering around the town saying she's in love with a plane and the plane is her lover. And there's like no shame involved. But God help you if you had a copy of Debbie Does Dallas. You were a social pariah. Look how funny she walks. You know what she's been doing with those plane parts. My God. The debauchery. What the f*** is that? Is that a car or a McDonald's Happy Meal with wheels? Look at that compact piece of shit. I wouldn't be caught dead in something like that.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
Thanks so much. I can't believe it today. My dreaming is coming.
Yes.
That old guy's like, you're the crazy girl who wants to f planes. Right this way, madam. Right this way. Imagine if I told Ferrari that I was in love with one of their cars or the new Lamborghini. You know what would happen? Nothing. They tell me to buy one and get the f out of their face. Gotta love the production value for the sound.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
Beautiful.
I wish I worked there and I had a kid because I'd bring my kid to work that day. You see that, son? That's a crazy woman. You want to avoid those at all costs. You understand? I'm going to teach you some red pill knowledge later after she's done lusting after this damn plane. That black guy's like, this bitch crazy as hell. That's right. Touch those wings. Stroke it, baby. Is she going to cry?
Touch it.
I would like ihn touch it. Ich bin am Anfang ein bisschen schüchtern.
I'm always a bit shy at the beginning. That sounds like the beginning of most porn movies these days. My cheeks hurt from smiling. What's sad is like this chick has had more happiness and joy and emotional connection to that plane than any woman I've ever dated in my life has ever shown me. All right, I take it back. The first girl I was ever in love with was kind of like this. Now I'm having a flashback to a time when my life wasn't complete garbage, and now I envy a plane. It's so nice to be able to touch him. That's right, stroke the shaft.
So schön an.
That feels so nice. Is it even clean? Did they wash it? Simply a dream.
It's rare, but nice. Why not?
You've heard of people who are really attracted to cars, so why not a plane?
Nobody's really attracted to cars. Like, you think a car is cool. You know, like a Boss 302 Mustang from Bullet. Cool. I don't want to f it. You know, I don't want to rub my dick on it. I want to sit on it, you know, with a leather jacket outside of like a place where women would probably be more attracted to me. The car is an extension of my ability to get laid. It serves a purpose, you know, like a Ferrari to me. Awesome car. Think it looks great. Don't want to f it. I want it to help me get f. Does that count? Is that the same? Are we on the same wavelength? Except for like motorcycles though. But then again, I love motorcycles. Don't want to f them. I just want to race them. And then if, you know, if some rich subscriber wants to send me a Ducati Panigale V4 V2, which is coming out in 2020, then, you know, I'm all for that if nobody minds. But I'd also use it to try and get laid. Everything I do is about getting paid or laid. I'm a very simple creature. Meanwhile, this degenerate here, she's sick. I'm normal.
Hochgehen? Ich möchte am liebsten ihn einfach nur noch
I want
streichen
to
und einfach
pet
die Zeit
him and
genießen.
enjoy the time with him. You know, the plane carries a lot of people every day. Technically, it's seeing a whole lot of people besides her. That plane is so alpha. Is her head like hitting switches?
Mein Wunsch ist es auch, dass ich mit meine 37
My wish is to get married to my 737. God. Society is crumbling into the ground and somehow I'm the villain.
verheiratet bin.
Would you approve her getting married to a plane now?
Yeah,
As I say, to each his own.
I'm quite okay with it.
Yeah, to each his own.
This is the highlight of their fucking week, probably. They're going to be talking about this crazy girl that wants to marry a plane for so long. They're going to be old men one day, training the new guys to take over. Did I tell you about the crazy German girl from 2019, Bobby? Yes, Mr. McGinty. You told us about the girl who wanted to marry the plane and she committed suicide because she couldn't have the plane. Will you show me how to fix the roller cage or not, you old f***?
I have no problem. As long as the plane gives consent and she gives consent, yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, there's the flaw. If the plane has to give consent, she can't marry it because it's not sentient. Once again, I told you this plane is being raped.
Yeah, sure. I'd let her marry the plane.
Why didn't she just get a job working as a stewardess on this plane? You know, call me crazy, but if you're that crazy, for lack of a better term, why not just get a job there? That way, but then again, she'd probably get in trouble because she'd probably say something sexual about the plane in front of people.
Sei wunderschön, alleine bei ihm sein.
It was super nice that I was able to be alone with him. woman, you're kissing the side of the plane. We don't know where it's been. Well, technically we do, but you don't know what type of shit you could catch from the plane flying high in the atmosphere. Like alien piss. How do we know aliens don't pass Earth and then piss on planes for fun? I know it sounds crazy, but if I came to you 5 years ago and said that there were going to be TV shows showing women in love with planes, you would have told me I was crazy then too. Jesus H. Christ. This is for real. She's like rubbing her face all over. I haven't had a woman do this to me in years. Once again, I think I am jealous of a plane. Not that she's some hot piece, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the love and affection this plane receives I've never had. And the only thing it's done was be a plane.
That's Michelle.
Derek, all right. Listen here, freak. You gotta go. We gotta fly some people around, asshole.
You have to go now.
Unfortunately, it's over.
Yeah.
Here come the tears.
Right?
No! Listen here, Fluffy. If you don't cut it out, you could have ended up with a crazy white woman. I saved you from a life of servitude. You could have been the emotional friend of a woman. Instead, you were here with Big Papa. You keep it up. You won't get any more chicken nuggets. Now let me finish this stupid video. You ungrateful dog. I wish I could send you to Michelle. She'd have you running around the house dressed up like a goddamn plane. And then you'd look back and go, I should have never upset Daddy. I was so lucky to be in the home with him making YouTube videos as I climb on his back again because I'm stupid.
To an end.
Oh, God. Here comes the waterworks.
Much to the disappointment of Michelle.
Fluffy. Don't you do it. I can't watch.
Wo ist meine Jacke liegt hier?
Ah, my jacket.
Es war für mich einfach unbeschreiblich schön
It's
gewesen.
incredibly
Ich konnte es nicht
beautiful
in
for
Worte
me.
fassen.
And she's crazy as cat piss. It happens. You ever notice like all these shows about people who have these weird fetishes? Isn't it like 9 times out of 10 women? You ever notice that? It's almost as if women are fucking crazy. A normal guy wouldn't do. She had to have a male plane. And not just any plane, a specific plane in Stockholm. Poor girl doesn't have a butt. Well, thank you very much, Extreme Love. That was interesting. It was certainly a ride.